Good afternoon, everyone. Just a few days back, the peaks across Taiwan, frost and ice. Not every day you see entire forests covered in frozen fog. Additionally, 3/4 of the island near freezing. Non-tropical cyclone right off the tip of Kamchatka Peninsula. And Tottori in Japan, blanketed for the second time this year. Almost another record set in that exact same spot for all-time record snow totals twice in 1 year. And please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 while you're watching the video. And you can also join me on iTunes or Stitcher Radio with Mini Ice Age Conversations, my new podcast. Something you don't really see every day. 3/4 of Taiwan at near or below freezing, with the rest of the island experiencing temperatures causing hardship and deaths for people that are respiratory prone. So far, the total is at least 150 people that have died from this cold that beset the island. But when we get up to the peaks, something really unusual has come in. It's been more like a fog than it has been a snow or an ice. It's blanketed everything in this very delicate crystal-like structure. They've even turned with the world of frost and ice on all the peaks across Taiwan. Hehuashan. Really interesting here, close up for you. But then there's Taiping-shan, and also icicles hanging from Hualien, which is the east coast, not generally known for receiving ice and snow. But across the social media here on Taiping-shan, what it looks like in the forest, it's really otherworldly. It's just a specific mix of something that hasn't really been encountered. That's why it's getting so much media publicity here. Right after that fog came in that created the most beautiful sculptures of nature, snowfall across most of the mountain areas. Now, this is not incredibly uncommon. It does snow every year. The regular areas in Yushan and Hehua Mountain. But what's interesting, though, it's the latest snowfall on record. The latest snowfall was January 17th, but this is coming in February, so it's actually literally weeks later than the all-time record of latest snowfall. So you have to ask yourself, with a non-tropical cyclone off of Kamchatka, how is this going to affect cold for the rest of the winter here? The eye is easily discernible just off the tip of Kamchatka Peninsula. Gale force winds. It's actually a non-tropical cyclone in the winter up near Russia. This is incredibly strange. Bit closer in view for you here. Look at Null School. There's that second cyclone developing behind it as well. And the convergence zones coming off of Japan. Exceptional winds causing havoc over there. Wind speeds a few days back in the 40, 50 mile per hour range, but that's definitely increased up into the 60s, almost pushing 70s. But what I wanted you to notice is when we take a look at Taiwan, if you go to the northeast along that cloud line, right at where the clouds seem to end, there's a convergence point where it seems that wind from literally all four corners of the compass are converging into that single spot. I would love to be on a boat out there directly under that convergence of north, south, east, and west winds to see what is happening out there. And as well as this dragged through and pulled unusual weather patterns, here we go once again. Tottori in Japan, 91 centimeters of snow, topping old record back 33 years. But this is the exact same spot that just a month and a half ago had all-time record snows. So this is the second time literally within a 3-month period that they've broken 2 snow records. And as would be expected in the convergence zone, heavy snow cutting power disrupting transport along the Sea of Japan as that front gets dragged through. We'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks out here in Asia. It looks like the cold is actually going to appear in late winter, early spring. It looks like it's going to be the coldest time. It's been incredibly warm out here for the beginning of the winter. I have to see what happens, but I do appreciate you spending your time watching the video. Hope you got something out of it. And please take a moment to jump over to getthetea.com. With all these strange weather patterns going hot and cold, your immune system is also being tested. A way for you to keep your body functioning healthy, moringa extract. Love this stuff. Personally, for me, it gives me extra energy, and I just feel like I'm running at a higher level.